Man. We're close. In about 2.5 hours, I'm going to be stepping. We can go over the bridges, North Cape Coral, hug the 41, get towards Port Charlotte, jump on trails through all those burbs south of Tampa, hug the 41 more. Gotta go way around Tampa. No going through St. Peter over those bridges. That's probably illegal as fuck. Yeah, that's gonna take about the next week or so. I'm estimating Florida as a whole is going to be about the next 2.5 weeks. So by early March, we should be crossing the border into Georgia. I was thinking of possibly Alabama, but due to the fact that some of y'all, one of y'all specifically, is in Georgia that I know, and we've already discussed it, I am very much looking forward to that steak, sir, and some beers. So at least breach that border, get into Georgia, see where I'm feeling. At the best case scenario, push my Vulcan ass all the way up 500 and some miles to Macon. And that was the first established meeting point with my dude. And from there, he'll probably take me up into Tennessee. And we'll go from there, or I'll just have him drop me on the Appalachian Trail. Excuse me. And I'll grind on that for a while, but I have my reservations about the Appalachian Trail just because there's a lot of distance between resupply. And I don't like carrying too much because this body has sustained injury from doing exactly what I'm about to do to myself again. These long-term walks and things like that, having already been through the military and stuff, they get it pretty bad in my neck, my shoulders. I'm going to be grinding probably like 2-3 miles at a time before you're going to stop. Sit, rest, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. When I did this first time 10 years ago as a 21-year-old, shit, bro, you're pushing 25-30 miles a day. I'm going to be lucky if I do 15 to 20 in this case, but even then, on a maximum of 20 a day, that's a fucking good average, and it's only 1,307 miles back to my destination in Michigan, if I follow the exact course Google Maps is telling me. So there's going to be a little bit of deviation. But on that note, dude, you can do that pretty rapidly if you're pulling 20 miles a day. You can do that very, very rapidly. That would only take a couple months. So, and there will be rides. There will be points where I'm going to just be like, you know what, skip between ones from people I know, and even for as chaotic as the world is today, there's yet to be a nomad trip where I haven't gotten a ride where I'm on the road itself. Trails, no, you don't get rides on trails, bud. This is why you walk on trails, but on the road, there's no shortage of good people out there. There's a lot of bad people, but there's still a decent amount of good people out there. I don't ever stick a thumb up just because you never know which county you're going to be in or which state, and I really don't like that. And as a rule of thumb, a lot of people are sketched out by the concept of hitchhikers, and that's not really what I am. I'm out there walking. I'm a nomad like that when I'm trying to pull these distances. Just because I've got something on my mind. That's what this is about. It's not trying to be no vagabond or anything like that. It's not like I don't care about myself or society. It's when I get done with this, I go back to work. Yeah, I go back to a normal life. I'm a perfectly normal person just like everybody else. I just recently experienced a significant amount of fucking trauma in the form of a hurricane. And I haven't been able to get my mind off of that constant loop. And so I have to replace one significant event happening with another in my own head because my own mental math, it's just the way you purge that. So you stop thinking about what happened way out there and you start thinking about what happened more really recently, right? So that's the goal. But in any case, like I was saying, no shortage of good people out there, people that I know personally that already know that this is happening, so that's good. I'm looking forward to it. Part of the reason why I start down here in Florida, just because, it's still mid-February, so you start breaching your way northward, and you have to deal with the cold a little bit. So, in theory, everything is about as perfectly timed as I can make it, because, shit, give it another 2 weeks down here in Florida, and the last thing you're going to want to do is be walking through the days. Hell, I'm already reluctant to want to be on my feet during the high points of the days. Even now, I can tell you I'll probably, tuck under something or find a park or whatever's available along the way between about, 12 to 3 o'clock, because that high sun can kill you quickly, or at the very least make you very, very uncomfortable. So I know that all too well. That happens even in the north. But the north, this is not, and I am a lot closer to the tropics than in the north when I've last done this. So I'm excited. It's gonna hurt like a motherfucker. I accept that, and I don't like having to leave certain things behind, but they're safe with one of you, so that's good. They'll get back to me in time. I don't have to worry about having to come all the way the fuck back to Florida to chase my stuff down like I have in previous years. So this is it. Say goodbye to the islands and the damage and the destruction and all of that content. That's a thing of the past now. We're moving on. And like I said, here's hoping that it puts me in a lot more workable spirits, because I'm just kind of sick of this vicious cycle, So on that note, stay tuned.